morning, champions, and welcome back to another episode. We're back out in the kayak, flicking around some lures on Lake Macquarie, but hopefully going to show off a bit of a new technique and a new species today, and we're going to focus on the topwater. It's the start of November. We've had the first good prawn run of the season, so we're going to see if these fish are clued into the topwater just yet. A bit of topwater action, that is the name of the game. And so we're in the first prawn run of the season, which usually is the first new moon of November. I've seen people have been getting a good haul of prawns already the last few nights. So over the summer months, the prawns are going to continue this. Each new moon they'll do a mad dash out to the ocean, and the bream and whiting and basically anything in the estuaries that loves a prawn is going to clue into them in a big way, and the topwater's really going to start kicking off. So going to see if they're interested just yet, and going to throw around this MMD splash prawn. We're going to mostly target bream. We've got a nice sandy flat with a lot of weed patches in it, and we've just got a bit of a low light period as well. So going to chase bream. Really want to get onto some whiting a bit later, but yeah, we'll chase bream to begin with. And with this splash prawn, it's just the way I like to do it for bream is just your basic bloop bloop pause. Just basically working like a popper, jabbing the rod tip down, giving it a pause. Oh, we've got something. I think, oh, we've got a bream, you beauty. Nice. Lovely little bream. So yeah, that was just doing that kind of quicker bloop bloop pause retrieve. Had heaps of strikes from little bream, and that is topwater fishing. You will get a lot of missed strikes, but it is so satisfying seeing any fish take a topwater lure. There we go. These are lovely little bream. And in he goes. Rightio, and there's that little illegal bream. Good fun, just the splash prawn hanging off the gob. And so these hooks here, these stinger hooks, they're optional. They come with trebles on both split rings, these lures. And it's worthwhile upgrading to these stingers. You do just snag a few more fish. Rightio, I'll get him back. So we've just moved up a feeder creek. Going to be doing the exact same technique. Still got bream on the mind. Just going to be focusing up against the bank and up against these jetties and boats and things. Same kind of terrain underneath where it's weedy, a little bit of sand. Just that same retrieve. Giving it 2, 3, 4 twitches and then just a little pause. Ah, there was a little bream pecking at it. You could hear him go pop pop, try and inhale it. But we missed him. Plenty of little bream around. Oh, there was a little touch. Lots of little bream. Oh, do we got him? No. See, he plucked the lure off the surface, but oh, there we go. Have another go. Come on. Right there. I think he's fouled me lure up. Yep. Yeah, such visual fishing. It's really good fun. And as I said, as summer turns on, this is going to be the way to do it. Tiny little bream having a go. Oh, we got him. It's good fun, this topwater fishing. So visual, you can see the fish come up and take it down. There we go. While he's only a little fella, it is, oh, sorry fella. He's only a little fella, it's still good fun. It shows how feisty these fish can be when the prawns turn on. All right, well, we got a couple little bream, lots of follows, but not really committing too much. The sun's well and truly up now, so going to change focus onto some whiting. So what we've got in front of us is a big old sand flat, which is a nipper bed as well, which is primo territory for whiting. And this is a style of fishing which you don't really need a kayak for, because these sandy flats are pretty easy to walk to most of the time. But this one is out in the middle of the river, and it's a really productive flat that I've been down to before. So gonna keep on the splash prawn. And it's not my favourite whiting lure, but it definitely does catch them. And just gonna change up the retrieve a little bit, probably just do a constant pop back to the kayak. Sometimes it does pay to put a pause in, just with these popper style lures. But generally, just gonna be popping all the way back, even if I see a fish swipe at it. Just keep that wind on and hopefully they find the hooks. Take it, come on. There we go. And this is really what I was after today, is some big old whiting. Is it a whiting or is it a big silver? Nah, it's a big whiting. You beauty. Yeah, this is what I really look forward to in summer, is some topwater whiting action, because it is just that exciting. And he is an absolute cracker to start the account with. And that is just on that MMD splash prawn. I swapped over to a white colour, and it seemed to have been interesting a few more bream, but they were all quite small and just not really committing to it. But this whiting, oh, what a take. He's a very good fish. Hopefully we are onto a cracking session here on the whiting. Oh yeah. All right, fella. Great sport fish. Awesome eating too, but look, if you come down, you know where this spot is, and you come down to fish them, look, do me a solid and do everyone else a solid. Put them back, because they're just too good to catch and fight and leave for another day than to take home and eat. And he is a horse. Let's see here. Look at that fella. Absolutely stunning fish. Those stinger hooks doing the damage. I'd say this has come around and got him after he's been picked up on the stinger hooks. Anyways, I'll unhook him, we'll give him a measure and put him back. Lovely. All right, so there we go. A genuine 42 centimetre whiting. Hopefully we're onto a red hot session here. Anyways, gonna make sure to give him a good swim. Took a little bit to get the hooks out of him. And he'll let you know when he's ready to go. And off he goes. Well, we got that one good one on the splash prawn, then they didn't want it. And I tried out a few other topwater lures and they didn't want those either. So I'm just going to put on, this is a little Hurricane Switch 66, a bent style minnow. And I've just found in the past, this is an Undercover whiting slayer. So we'll see if they want it. There's a good chance of picking up a bream on this thing too. I mean, good chance with the other lures we were using, but bream really love these bent minnows. And the retrieve I'm doing is basically a bream retrieve where it's going to be a few quick rips down and it's going to get that bent minnow darting underneath the surface, then a pause to let it rise back up. And you just want to keep an eye on it. If you can see it underwater, that's where it's probably going to get taken. So if you can see it, that's awesome. Otherwise, if it's taken a long time to come up, the fish might have taken it on you. Got him. And that is on the Hurricane Switch 66. It really is an undercover whiting slayer. Or is this a bream? We might have a bream here. Either way, it's a lure that catches some decent fish. I'll put it that way. Nah, it's another really good whiting. Yeah, just sometimes they switch off the top water, and have a look at that, another cracking fish. You'll see them there flashing, they're absolutely everywhere, but they're just not willing to take off the surface. But this little bent minnow, I'd reckon an OSP bent minnow would do as good as well, but just this smaller profile of the Switch 66, they just absolutely love it. So there we go, another cracking whiting, and there's that Hurricane Switch 66. Beautiful. Let's get him back. Oh, that was a touch. Oh, oh, you gotta love it. Big whiting come up and slurped it down just as it was nearing the surface there. Oh, too good. And another top quality fish. Ah. He's going to be close to 40 again. No need to bully him, like you're on a sand flat, they're not going to wrap you up anyway. Oh, there goes the prawn skipping away as well. Alright, let's get him in the net. There we go. Beautiful. There we go, another great fish. He's going to be just shy of 40, or maybe on 40, that one. Beautiful. Got him. I think this is going to be a little bream. Or is, no, we've got another whiting. Right, and this is by far the smallest fish I've seen take this Switch 66. And he's still not a bad fish at all. There we go, another one in the bag. And he'd be a legal fish, but compared to those ones before, he's just a baby. Got him. Got him, got him. And we've got a bream. You know what, we started with bream. Oh, look at this long tom. Oh, wow, hunting him. But anyways, we started with bream and we might finish with bream. The whiting fishing has definitely slowed down, and I've noticed that it's quite often for that to happen over the top of the tide. Oh, we've got the poor fella in the eye. But yeah, whiting fishing can sometimes be red hot up until that tide change, and then you can see them there, they're rolling over flashing and they just won't eat. There we go, nice little bream to finish. Right, and off he goes. Well, that is going to wrap up this episode. The whiting really quietened down there in the end, and I've noticed that sometimes when that tide turns, they'll just shut down. So just be mindful of that, and the rising tide is definitely my favourite time to fish for them. But yeah, bream and whiting on top water, it's just going to get better and better as summer goes on, and I'll definitely have a few more episodes coming out showing some of the other lures I like. But this little bent minnow, It's worth having when you're chasing the whiting, because sometimes they'll just shut down on the surface on the stick baits and poppers, but they'll still munch this, and it's usually really good fish that find it as well. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've picked up a thing or two. This style of fishing, again, you don't need a kayak. Jump on Google Earth, find a sand flat and just get casting. You'll have good results as well. Anyways, I'll catch you next time.